Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I hope that all is well with you. And wow, if you are joining me, say hey, share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey, if you're joining me, say something, chat with me, speak to me, share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And while I'm waiting for some people to join me, I want to pose a question. What is your idea of being whole? Not holy, but whole. So come on in. I am Katherine Holmes Jones, and this is day 2 of the 7-day live YouTube challenge presented by or hosted by Dr. Shamika Dean. So here we go, day 2. And today, oh, don't forget to share, say hey, and like my page, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And so hopefully some other people will join in. And don't forget, the question I'm asking tonight is, what is your idea of being whole? I want to know what you think. Chat with me in the comments and I'll chat back. I'm going to give it a few minutes because I believe I said it for 8:50. So I'm going to give a few more minutes for some other people to come in. Hello, hello. I see someone else is joining. If you're joining, say hey. Share the page and subscribe to my channel. I asked the question tonight, what is your idea of being whole? I want to know, because that's what we're talking about, being whole and complete. And so if you're coming on, welcome, welcome, welcome. So what say ye? Well, when we're talking about being whole, our friend Webster defines whole as wholeness as being the condition of being sound in body. The condition of being sound in body. So my understanding of wholeness is to be complete in the entirety, to be entire or to be complete. But there are different degrees, and by that I mean physically, spiritually, and emotionally, or they like to say mind, body, and soul. So there are different degrees to being whole. And I want to know, if you want to know, or do you want to know, what does it take for someone to be whole or complete? Because another individual cannot complete you. I've heard couples say, "You complete me." I know y'all have heard that cliche of "you complete me," but I ask myself every time I hear somebody say that, how can one else complete you? Are you a half a person? So I think that's a negative. That's a no. So, but the thing is that God created us, our physical bodies, imparted spirit into us, and then He breathed life into us to be able to function as a complete unit. It says right there in Genesis, the 2nd chapter and the 7th verse, and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So that's a physical and a spiritual aspect of wholeness. Then as we grow and develop through life, we begin to feel the need for balance in our emotional beings, because we've allowed some positive and some negative effects of life to take, to rename us, I'll say. And we become judgmental of ourselves and discontent with who we are. And in some cases we forget who we are, and that's another emotional side of wholeness. So we're not walking around literally a half a person or half a human, but we've been encapsulated You might say by rejection, fear, judgment, limitations, and need I say more? So, how do we begin to operate from a whole place again? I have 4 ways um, that will help you begin to operate from that place of wholeness. And so you're welcome to jot them down. The first one is to, number one, is to understand who created you and form a relationship with him, because it's important to know who created you and why. And when you develop that relationship with him, you'll begin to understand why. And of course, you know that we were created in his image. So he knows everything about you already. So that's why it's so important to establish that relationship with him. So that's the first one. Number one, understand who created you and why, and form a relationship with him. Number two is to know who you are. Um, what is your identity? Um, who does he say that you are? And then who do you say that you are? So you are to look yourself in the mirror and speak who you are every day until it sinks in. So hopefully there's something positive. So you speak to yourself every day until it sinks in deep. So that's number two, to know who you are. Number three is to accept who you are. Blemishes and all, mistakes and all. So you'll be able to break free from judgment of other people and even from judging yourself. Um, I know that's hard sometimes. It can be hard because we're harder on ourselves than anybody else is. And so, along with the fact that we know that other people are going to judge us anyway, we judge ourselves. And so that puts us in a whole another place. I know that's not correct English, but I'm just saying whole different place, in our minds and within ourselves. But when we accept who we are, um, and not down ourselves or judge even ourselves from places that we've been or mistakes that we made, and understand that there is room for growth, then we can move forward in becoming whole. And so that's number three, accept who you are. The fourth one is to love who you are, love yourself. Once you accept yourself, it doesn't matter if anyone else does or not. Because you, at the end of the day, you live with you. You got to deal with you, and no one else is there. You know, they're not going. Everybody ain't coming home with you. So, but you got to love yourself first, because when you do that, you're able to love other people, in the way that they should be. And so, the last but not least is the fifth one, which is be content. To be content is to be satisfied. So be content with who you are. The word says in Philippians, the 4th chapter, I believe the 11th verse, that not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned that in whatsoever state I'm in, therewith to be content. So once you become content in who you are, you're able to embody wholeness. So number one, in order to, operate from a place of wholeness again, number one, again, is understand who created you and why. Know who you are. What is your identity? Accept who you are, blemishes and all. Love who you are. Love yourself. And then be content. Be happy in who God created you to be. And it'll make life much easier. So that is all I have for you all on tonight. I pray that somebody was blessed. I pray that someone got something that they needed, even if just one. But thank you for joining me if you joined live. And if you did so, I will hope that you shared it. And I hope that, if anyone else comes on later to see it, that you share as well. And that you don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, the challenge is still long. So until next time, God bless. Peace.